Hi guys, how are you? This is Pano. I have a conversation to make with you guys today, and I should have clarified myself in the past about it. But I make a lot of videos showing kind of knife abuse, and maybe some people don't realize that what I'm doing is I'm testing the knives. I say it sometimes, but not every time. Like, I don't know, maybe some people come across videos that I'm there batoning knives and chopping bone with them. But I want to clarify, this is not what I do when I'm in the woods. When I'm in the woods, and if I'm not going just for a normal hike in an area that I've already made a pass and know where it is, I always carry an axe. I'm totally against batoning on your blade. Totally against that. Even though William's knives can take it, and William demonstrated, we all pretty much on the WC team demonstrated that it can do it. We pretty much all against it. Like none of us does it. The reason is when you pay, anything over $150 for a knife, that means you know the value of it, and you understand that what a great tool a knife is to have. And in my opinion, is the most important tool, period. Not just in the woods, but the knife is what you use, one of your tools you use every day. When you're preparing your food, when you're eating your food, when you're just taking a snack like a fruit or whatever, you're gonna pick up a knife. And to have a knife that can do all those tasks good, has to be a thin blade and a thin profile blade. And no matter who heat treated the steel, if you're on a bind and you really have to baton, then go ahead, baton a piece of wood in a reasonable size. But like some wise man said, William said in the past, he says, wherever there's big sticks, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be small sticks. So like there's no way you need to baton. Even if you are on a rainy situation, there's no way you're gonna find a good section of firewood and you're gonna have to run your knife through when you're in the woods. There's no way. And that's the only thing you have. It's an impossible scenario, right? So to get to that wood, you probably have access to little like the branches, because every tree has the main trunk, and then it has the limbs, and then the limbs towards the top get thinner. Like we all know, this is nothing new, I'm pretty sure. So let's say even if it's raining, you can get an inch thick branch. You can split in the middle and get to the dry wood and start do your feather sticks if you have to. That's if you're in a bind, all of that. Because usually you carry your backpack and you have a tinder bag, hopefully from Stitch Gear Outfitters, and you have your dry tinder in there, and you put your dry tinder, you bring your little sticks, you're starting from a little bit smaller than pencil, moving thicker, and you eventually get to a good fire that it can sustain itself. So that myth that okay, I got lost in the woods and I have to make sure that my knife can baton 4 or 5 inches of logs, it doesn't exist. Now, So why, Pano, when you're testing a knife, you're gonna baton sometimes and you're gonna chip bone? Well, it's a way for me to know if the heat treat is good. And there's times that William will ask to abuse the knife. He says, okay, I want you to abuse it and I want to know what it takes to break. And that's what we do. We're gonna, you know, do things that you don't do every day. Like you shouldn't do every day with your blades. So we're gonna do it and have an idea how good William got the heat treat, and he knows he knows what he did, or if he needs more work. That's the only reason I do it, and I don't promote that in my daily life. And I spend so much time in the woods, and I don't even think it was one time that I really had to beat on my knife. The only time I had to do it is, let's say, I did run across bone. I'm skinning a deer and it's late and we're in the woods and I want to just limb it quickly and carry the limbs on the meat bags and take the meat on the meat bags and carry the limbs out. Then yeah, I seen myself chopping sometimes the bone when I can't see good, it's getting dark or whatever, then I'm tired, I don't really pay attention. I might baton or chop with the knife on the meat, on the actual limb. But usually I don't. That's the worst abuse I would put a knife to. Other than that, to me, treat your knife like it is the most important tool you have, and use it like how it's been intended to be used. Like, we want knives to be thin profile, to slice, to skin. That's why all the handles in WC knives are like that. It's designed by William, that he spent so much time in the woods, and we give him tips, the rest of us, like how we use it and what do we want out of our knives. And that's how the designs come across, right? From suggestions from people, from William himself with his experience. So that was, a little talk video I had about the matter. And thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time. Thanks.